Hey, Paolo.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Paulo here again. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you 3 tips on how to make your guitars sound better. Now, a guitar is a real instrument, and the VSTs that we use and the sounds that we use are just trying to emulate a real sound. But there are a few ways to make the synthetic guitar sounds that VSTs try and mimic. There are ways to make it better, and I'm going to show you a few tips on how to do that. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open my Apotheosis sample pack part 1. Remember, if you want this kit and all the loops, MIDI, one-shots, and perk loops that it has to offer, just subscribe to my channel and get me your email address and I'll send the kit to you for free. Let me just pick MIDI to send. Let's try this one. Okay, the first one I'm gonna deal with is velocities matter. Now, a guitar is an instrument that's played with fingers, and you know fingers are like they don't all play at the same time. They don't play with the same impact. So you'll see that to get the best guitar sounds, you want to make sure that the notes hit differently, that they have different velocities. Velocities matter. Let me play this MIDI for you quickly. You'll see it sounds so real. Apart from the fact that I'm using a contact and the VST of itself sounds realistic, but because the notes are hitting at different times, they're not perfectly on the grid, they're not quantized. I try to put it in a way that like a real guitarist would play it. Now, I'm not an expert guitar player by any means, but I think I did a pretty good job on this one. Whereas if I had all the notes hitting at the same time, let me show you what that'll sound like. Now let's compare how it sounds when they're all hitting at the same time as opposed to how it sounded when I had all the velocities different. Not to say that it sounds awful or that it doesn't sound good, but if you want to get the best realistic sounds, remember that velocity matters. How loud, oh, sorry, how loud they hit, um, whether they're strumming or not. Oh, let me show you how to do that. So Control A and Control R. So Control A to select everything, then Alt R to open the randomizer. The randomizer will help you adjust the velocities. You see how the velocities change. Let me zoom out a bit. So you see the velocities change with this. And this, you could also change the panning so they hit differently in the stereo space, the left and the right. But I'm just going to leave it. So that's the first tip. The velocities matter. The second tip I'm going to show you is that if you really want to get the best sound of a guitar, you can use a guitar amp. Now, there are a lot of VSTs that recreate guitar amp sounds because the guitar amp will add more harmonics to it. It'll make it sound more authentic and more like a real guitar. So I have a few open here, and most of these are paid, but I do have a free one here that you can download. I'll put the link in the description below how to get it. So originally the guitar sounds like this. The first one that I got open is Guitar Rig. It's just a parametric EQ cutting out some of the lows. Guitar Rig. I think I put it on the twang jazz setting. So let's put on the Guitar Rig now. Makes it sound like more like a jazz because I picked the jazz settings. Let's go into, I don't know, ambient. Let's try Clean Cave. There's a lot of reverb on it, but the point is that um, guitar amps, they'll just create a lot more atmosphere and a lot of different vibes. This is one. Um, this is a wave guitar amp stereo, has a lot of good presets on it. Oh, sorry about that. That was awful. See the different vibe that it just gives you just putting on some different amps. Let's try it. It's another one that's called Helix Native 6. This is another good one. Okay, that one sounds ridiculous, but you get the point that there's that guitar amps, they add just that much more character and life to the the guitar sounds. This one, it's called Guitar Amp 2. It's not really good. I don't even I've used it once, I've never used it again. But I'm sure that there are other free ones. I don't know of many other free ones, but for the most part, these are the ones that I use on a regular. That's the second tip. And the third tip on how to get your guitar sounding better is the guitar sound of itself matters. Now, this is an acoustic guitar from Contact, the Evolution Modern Nylon. I have some examples open for you. Here's another one. This is a free one from, that's a jazz guitar, I believe. Oh, Jesus. Let me turn off all of these. Sorry about that. This is a jazz guitar from Contact. This is Expand. This is a muted, let me check, let me show you. This is a muted electric guitar from Expand 2. This is a good one. Iron Axe. Let me put the MIDI in it so you can hear it. This is an electric guitar and Strum GS2. This is a really good one. And let me show you, actually, you can call this the fourth tip on how to get your guitar sounding better. This is just a special one, but it's specific to Strum. Why I like Strum so much, it might be my favorite. Oh, sorry about that. Why it might be my favorite is it just sounds like a regular guitar. Doesn't even sound like the most authentic of guitars, but Strum has a special quality, this loop quality right here, that makes it sound like you're actually strumming it. Like, let me show you. And that's what makes Strum really significant, because I don't know of any other VSTs that show you how to do that. That can create that kind of realistic strumming quality for a VST. So that's why Strum might be my favorite or second favorite. So these are just some quick tips on how to get your guitars sounding better, more realistic, and more authentic. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And in the comment section, let me know what other tutorials you might be looking for and you might be interested in.